Ooh. It's almost noontime right here in British Columbia. Here I am, Charlie Arturola, tasting something that actually goes with my everyday, which is port. I say everyday because I love port and I grew up drinking port. Maybe not this type of port because this is Quinta da Prelada. Sounds very Portuguese, right? And it's a ruby port reserve from a family from 5 generations making port in the Douro region. Now you might ask, where is the Douro? The Douro is the most northern wine region, close to Spain, and the Douro River, very, very well known from the ocean all the way to the Duero, as we call it in Spain, 925, 930 kilometers. So in the Portugal side, we have a family that makes these wonderful ports, very generous, very, I would say, full of prunes and roses, great aromatics, and great palate, I would say, sensation. Why? Because the sweetness, the alcohol, as someone was asking me the other day, so Charlie, why this ruby port is so wonderfully actually executed here? Because there's a good balance of alcohol, there's a good balance of fruit, and what really ruby ports are made, which is probably one of the styles of ports that is very easy to make in a way, but it's also very complex because this wine has that nutty, I would say, spice, sweet spice, allspice aromatics, that when it gets to your palate, it gets very blackberry, very blueberry, and very figgy in some ways. I have to say that this blend of Touriga Nacional, Touriga Franca, Tinta Amarela, and Tinta Roriz from the Quinta da Prelada family, which, by the way, the demarcation and the denomination of Douro has been around as probably one of the first one ever. I got married there in 2006, so I have to remember that almost 257 years ago was the first wine demarcation of the world already. So I have to recommend you this Ruby Reserve Port for AIS, and tell me how you're going to actually pair this with cheese, good actually desserts, and if you really want to go with nothing and don't bring any plates, just enjoy this wonderful glass of Ruby Port Reserve from Quinta da Prelada. Saúde!